right, I got a couple hours to try some channel catfish. I just grabbed a rod and headed to the road. Not ideal equipment that I'm using. It's gonna be light line. We're gonna be using night crawlers so we have a chance to catch anything, but the target is channel catfish. Let's get loaded. I am getting a bite. Is it a catfish is the question. And now it's going under. I don't know what we got here, but it's running right at me. It's running right at me. And look at that. A bluegill. That was not what we're looking for, but when you're using night crawlers, the fun is that you can catch everything. Problem is this guy has got it swallowed, so we might have to cut the line here. We are just going to cut the line on this guy. All right, buddy. All right, well, I am using a panfish rod, which is like really stupid for catfishing. So it kind of makes sense to catch a panfish on a panfish rod, but the reason I'm using this rod is because I was in a hurry to get out here, kind of on a whim, and the only rod that I really had ready to go and is a great float rod. Not a great float rod for heavier species and thick vegetation like we're in right now, but I just didn't have a whole lot of time and the rod was ready to go, so I just grabbed it and we're gonna make do. But all right, well, haven't been out here long. I caught a fish, so technically not skunked, but we're looking for channel cats in shallow, and hopefully we'll run into some. Got one. What do we got here? It feels like a cat. It's fighting like a cat. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Gotta be easy. I only got 6-pound line on here. What do we have? It's not a catfish. It is a largemouth. All right, we got a largemouth, and again, the beauty of fishing with night crawlers is you catch everything. You catch absolutely everything. The target species is, of course, catfish. But I'm not afraid to catch some largemouth bass, bluegills, hybrid bluegills, whatever the heck that was. All right, little largemouth. Hello there, buddy. This is like, you know, going back to your roots fishing. And I absolutely just love it. It's simple. I mean, honestly, this rod setup right here, 6-pound line, this is, you know, a bobber. This is how I started fishing. It's like how many people started fishing. And so I get very nostalgic when I fish this way. And it's just so much fun. And a lot of times it's very effective to fish with a float. So right now, again, we're targeting channel catfish, but we're catching other species, and I'm totally fine with that. There you go, buddy. And he's gone. There is a cat. That is a catfish, I'm pretty sure. I gotta be easy on them, but I also gotta keep them out of the vegetation. That's the tough part. It's only 6-pound line. So this is tricky, to say the least. Oh yeah, it's a good cat too. Oh yeah. Right in this creek channel. I really gotta be careful not to get them in vegetation here, because the 6-pound line, well, it's like 6-pound line, you know. Come here, buddy. Get into my net. There you go. Woo! I love me some channel cats. Oh, come on in here. So we got this creek that comes in here, and he was right in the middle of it, right at the mouth here. Yeah, there you go. Looks like a male. He's got a big head on him. And hopefully, yeah, he's hooked well. Hopefully we can get him unhooked here quickly without pliers. It's not deep, it's just in a really meaty part of his mouth. Not easy, so I'm gonna put you down 1 second here, buddy. Oh my God, he's getting out of control. Let's get this hook out of you. Even though I am in the thick stuff right now. All right, hook is out. So not a big catfish, but perfect on this light line setup that I have. Medium light rod. We'll go into more specifics, but let's get this guy back in the water. Here you go, buddy. See ya. There we go. There we go. He's fighting like a cat. Oh boy. Yeah, I gotta let another cat. Good thing about being in this channel, I don't have to worry too much about vegetation. I can keep them away with this light line. This is a bigger one here. I gotta be ready for a run here. Oh God, he's gonna make a run into that stuff. God dang it. God dang it. Come on, stay out of there. He's trying to get under the boat. Come here, buddy. Wow, look at the colors on this thing. This is a crazy looking channel cat. Wait till you see this. They are all, I shouldn't say they are all, but there's a number of channel cats right down this creek. This creek channel is a little bit deeper, so you only have vegetation on the sides of it. And I just make a cast right in the middle of it, and they're in there. Look at this guy. This is an awesome looking channel cat. I mean, I've never seen a channel cat look like this. It is wild. Wild. Look at what's going on with that guy. But boy, that is a beefy dude right there. All right, buddy. That is I think he came off right in the net. He did. Which I appreciate, buddy. Look at him. Look at that. That is a crazy, crazy looking channel cat. I mean, he is so full. It's a male. Males have like bigger heads. I'm pretty sure that's a male, but he is just full right here. Unreal. That is crazy coloration on him. All right, thank you, buddy. That was fun. Let's see if we can release you right here. And he's gone. Wow. That is a fat channel cat. All right, well, let me tell you what kind of gear I'm using. And it's not ideal whatsoever, but I only had so much time to get out here, and I didn't really have my good channel cat rod ready to go. So hey, I just grabbed a crappie rod. Makes a lot of sense, right? But I'm using 6-pound test. I know that's crazy. It is crazy. Not recommended. I'm using a 7-foot rod, medium light rod. Again, Not recommended. 7 foot's good. 7 foot's good for float fishing, but a medium light, really, with all of this vegetation, you'll see it right here. All this stuff really calls for heavier line, and a 6-pound test ain't the ticket. So really, to do this well, you want to be using, I would say, 10, 12, pound tests if you're using spinning rod in real, gear. I would go in like bait casting gear. You could use 14, 17 pound tests, but that's going to be harder to cast afloat. So really a spinning rod's probably the best way to go, but you want a beefy rod. I would say a medium to a medium heavy rod, 7.5 foot rod. That 10 to 12 pound test, you need to be able to get these fish out of this stuff. And this is a really wimpy setup that I'm using to do that, but I had to get out here quick, and this is what we're dealing with. So that's the situation here. I'm using a float just to fill float, and it's got a spring on it. I'll show you with this camera. It just allows you to just move this thing so easily anywhere, and then let off the spring, and then it locks. And then I just got a split shot, and then a number 2 bait holder hook with a night crawler. So think about a night crawler, you're going to catch everything with a night crawler. If you really wanted to just specifically target catfish, you could use something like shrimp, cut bait, and that is going to keep largemouth bass, bluegill, panfish from bothering you. But I've had these night crawlers in my refrigerator for like 3 weeks. My wife's getting mad at me. Actually, not true. My wife is very, very agreeable. Thank God. But yeah, they've been in the refrigerator for a long time, and I'm just trying to use them, and that's why we're out here having a blast, man. Old school, going back to the roots. Oh my God, I'm gonna land this thing. Best place to land this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's just... There is catfish over here like crazy. Oh, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Flying my drone. And meanwhile, a catfish is eating my night crawler, taking the bobber down. Nice and easy, buddy. This is a good one. It's so shallow in here, he doesn't have really far to run, but just got to take it nice and easy with this light line. Oh, luckily I got my trusty net here, and I got a pelican that's eyeing me up over here. Come here, buddy. Nice and easy into the net you come. Oh gosh. Ay, 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 yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, is this fun. I got a pelican right here, and he's like, hey, you want to share? I mean, I'm tempted, buddy. I'm a big pelican fan. Oh, look at that one, huh? That looks like a female. A little bit more sexy and streamlined. Smaller head. See how, like, prettier they are? Man, they are in this creek, though. No doubt. They are in this creek. That is so much fun. There he goes. Yeah. Nice. I mean, this pelican is very, very interested. Very, very interested. Beautiful channel cat. Perfect size perfect size for my, easy, I'm letting you go, buddy, for my medium light rod with 6-pound test. Let's make you pretty here. Isn't that awesome? That is so much fun. There you go, buddy. Thank you. All right, well, let me just kind of tell you what's happening here as far as like the location where I'm fishing, where I'm catching these fish. It is only, heck, I can't even get a reading here, but it can't be any more than 3 feet in the center of this channel. So it's really shallow, but you got this creek coming in to the main lake here. This main lake, this is a Horseshoe Chain of Lakes, and there are a ton of catfish in this system. In the past, those catfish have been stunted, but now they're getting bigger because the state of Minnesota added some regulations where you're allowed to keep more of the channel cats out of here. So what's happened is that there's less competition. More of those smaller fish are out, and there's less competition, and these catfish can get bigger, and that's what's happening here. We haven't caught like a really big catfish today, which I'm actually happy about. I don't want to catch a big catfish, have it break the line, because this line's so, you know, it's only 6-pound line. So I'm glad we're catching kind of, you know, medium-sized channel cats. But there's bigger catfish in this system now, so that's really exciting. But you have this creek coming in here, main lake over there, and it is summer now. I mean, we're into summer. It's not midsummer, but we are into summer now. I've done this shallow water thing on this body of water in late summer, never done it this early, and they are up here. It's like, you know, I guess there's some spawning, but it's really interesting how shallow these fish are. But it's, the water temperature is 75.8, and you know, I think there's some fish out here, but I'm also just trying to fish where I'm not going to get, you know, thick into vegetation. Well, unfortunately, I got to get out of here. I got to catch a flight tomorrow, and I got to pack and do all kinds of stuff back at home, but I was excited that I could get out here and actually catch some channel cats. Super pumped that we had a good day out here with a limited amount of time. I gotta go pack, but thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.